Did you know that there is an infallible shield against viruses, bacteria, and bad energies like envy, witchcraft, or what we call bad vibes? Stay tuned for this video to explain to you how to use it. Maybe you've heard about orgonites. There's a lot of information on the internet, but very little explaining where it comes from and why it works, or what it works for. Orgonite derives its name from Or-1 energy. This name is proposed by the scientific researcher Wilhelm Reich in the 1930s, who was Sigmund Freud's disciple, the famous psychoanalyst, in fact, the father of psychoanalysis. As a good disciple of Sigmund Freud saw everything that we did in art, in terms of creativity, in terms of our life, what we could materialize in wealth or health, was a result of the management of libido's energy, sex energy. Wilhelm Reich took it further. For him, it was not just a sexual energy. It is a vital energy, a life-creating energy. So he calls it Or-1 energy based on orgasm energy. In many ancestral cultures, it has been called chi, ki, prana, and others. All are the same thing, vital energy, energy that sustains us as living beings, not only soul-conscious beings but living beings as well. Plants have this energy, and they are based on this energy. It's what differentiates us from the inert. We can say that everything has a consciousness, but there are inert things and living things. Life arises from that energy that feeds us. He called it Or-1 energy because he derived it from orgasm. But the orgasm is no longer sexual as Sigmund Freud put it, but as a life-creating energy. From that energy of the union of two souls, that energy that sustains us is generated. It does not mean that it is only generated on that process, only exists on that encounter, but it's a way in which we inject it into another being, our sons. Under many investigations and discoveries, he succeeded in creating an Or-1 accumulator, which was a chamber where he put people in. Its walls were made from organized layers of specialized components, organic and inorganic interlaced. And he was able to see that energy that's in the environment, in the ether and 99% of the vacuum of the universe, succeeded in concentrating it. And by the time he got the people inside that chamber, the people were healed. He discovered that in reality, we heal ourselves thanks to that energy that exists all over the universe. But it is just scattered and we can't concentrate it. Their goal was to concentrate that energy, to put it into the patient and for the patient to be cured. Our investigations were derived directly from the investigations by Wilhelm Reich and Patrick Flanagan, among many others. But in the matter of orgonite, it is directly from Wilhelm Reich. We leave aside the proposal of Carl Hans Wells on the mixture 50% resin 50% metal shavings, which does not have a relationship with Or-1 energy as such. Our focus is Or-1 energy. You've probably heard a lot of the orgonite. Our purpose is that apart from accumulating that Or-1 energy derived to some layers organized which are formed by the coil, as you see it in that picture, and in the center, we put a quartz that for Tesla was a living being. It's the same thing that Wilhelm Reich was doing in his experiments, but miniaturized. Apart from that, the coil creates biomagnetic or electromagnetic energy. This coil is carefully handcrafted, handwoven with yarns that do not touch each other. It is very important that wire must have a coating on it that prevents them from making a current flux, electrical communication between them. So what does happen? Well, right now we're surrounded by energy, electromagnetic and other types both natural and artificial. Here we may see it more natural because we are in the forest. We are in nature, but there is still radiation from the sun. Maybe there is radiation from planets. There is also radiation from cellular because the cell phone has a signal. In this place, there is radiation coming to us. This radiation can affect us. Our most vulnerable point is the solar plexus. It's not just a chakra for engineers. I am an electronics engineer. It is well known that if you are working on high-power antennas, you should wear a girdle that covers this area. Because a shock can kill you. Our heart is a magnetic motor, and anything that is magnetic will copy patterns, electromagnetic patterns from around. So if you're on a high-frequency antenna, your heart is disturbed and you can go into cardiac arrest. Then it's important to protect that area. How we protect it with our Metayantra by placing it in the solar plexus. And what's going to happen is that the radiation will be regulated by the quartz, adjusting the operating frequency of that radiation. It can either decrease or increase depending on if it's a low frequency. It's adjusted to ensure it doesn't negatively impact us. Our vision extends beyond just this. We believe that the only thing that can protect and maintain your health from external influences is your aura. Your aura is a natural magnetic field that can shield you from various energies, including witchcraft. However, natural life processes, emotional, mental, and physical, can weaken this protective field. When we get angry, stressed, or saddened by events like the loss of a loved one, our aura can diminish. The Metayantra device, designed to create a magnetic field, fills in these gaps or strengthens any weak areas of the aura. It also reconfigures it. Imagine a specific radiation pattern approaching and then interacting with the Metayantra. This device, through its coil which does not touch itself, starts to redirect the electron traveling with the radiation beam. Each turn of the wire generates a field line, culminating in a toroidal magnetic field. An easy analogy to understand this concept is the Earth's ionosphere, a magnetic field that protects us from the sun's harmful radiation, allowing only life-sustaining rays like ultraviolet light, which aids in vitamin D production. Without this magnetic field, life on Earth would be impossible due to the lethal solar radiation. Our purpose with Metayantra goes beyond mere protection. By incorporating intentionality in the design of each device, from the quartzes to the plate and antenna geometry, we focus each Metayantra on specific intentions, like prosperity or health. This focused energy aligns with your aura, attracting circumstances and opportunities resonating with your intentions and repelling those that don't. Many customers have reported experiencing synchronicities and a sense of alignment in their lives aligned with their intentions after using our devices. It's not about winning the lottery by magic, but about aligning yourself with opportunities that you need to consciously seize. So remember, the power is within you. Whatever life throws at you, you have the strength to overcome it, and we are here to reinforce and support you. Along with the Metayantra, we offer subliminal audios and other tools to reinforce your inner growth and focus on your dreams, providing comprehensive tools for the development of your being. Thank you very much.